Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a bit different than what I normally do. I took a break for a while just to see really and learn actually more about numerology and how I can incorporate numerology into more of my videos. So I really hope you guys enjoy this video. It really took me a few days really to learn about numerology, really get into the gist of what everything's about, learning everything from life path numbers to, again for this video, rational thought numbers, birthday numbers, how every number as well as letters in our names can each add up to a vibration that matches our soul mission, as well as who we are as an individual and how we reincarnated on this earth. So really, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm actually starting a numerology series, and this will be the first of many videos where I talk about everything from self-love, transgenerational trauma, really heavy stuff, as well as, things that I feel like that's very personal, and I really want to get more into it and really get into the idea of healing through numerology. So I hope you guys enjoy this video as well as the upcoming videos that will happen in the future. And with that, I wanted to get started about talking about rational thought numbers. What is rational thought numbers, how they are incorporated into our daily lives, as well as what is our life path numbers. What do our life path numbers mean, how our life path numbers incorporate in our daily lives, and things like that. So first, starting off with our rational thought numbers. Okay, you guys, so your rational thought number is a number that processes in a way, it's an understanding, a number that's an understanding, that is the way that you think and process information. People usually often look this number when it comes to like numerology and how each number or numbers in general are significant within our lives, and how numbers have their own vibration, as I was saying earlier, and significance in our day-to-day lives. But I feel that rational thought number is important because it really gets us to really understand the way that we think, as well as how our thinking is influenced by our upbringing and the outside world, and really just getting into the idea of how our brain processes certain information, and really getting to our thinking process. And I feel like the more we learn how we think, the better we can control our thoughts and actions. So I feel like it was really important, especially for this video, our lightworker video. Being a light worker myself, it's really important to know how to use your light worker abilities in order to manifest the life that you deserve, the life that is filled with ultimate abundance, happiness, joy, and passion. Something that is very dear and near to you guys, I feel, can really be cultivated and manifested the more you learn about the way you think. So it was something that I really was interested in, and I feel like it was the best numbers that I could use. One of the most important numbers, I feel, in my personal opinion, to use for this video in particular, because again, of being a light worker video, it's very important the way that we process information, the way that we receive the information around us, our sensitivity levels, how we react, how we perceive things is very important. And also can be important toward our lightworker abilities and skills, which I will get into later on in the video. So just be ready for that. So with that, we'll talk about your life path number. So now your life path number is something that is, I feel like it's probably the most talked about number, which is, just as important as the rest of the numbers. But I feel like the life path number could be considered the most important, honestly, because the life path number can reveal your greater purpose, as well as challenges that you may face along the way. So think of your life path number as the sun sign in astrology. So really getting a sense of how people perceive you, your personality, your ego, how you really bring yourself out into the world, which gets me actually to thinking about your outer personality number, which is also something that I'm going to incorporate in one of my videos as well. So really stay tuned for that. Like I said, I really was learning a lot about numerology and how I can incorporate numerology into more of my videos. So I hope you guys really enjoy this, because I'm really, really excited to show you guys what what numerology can really bring to the table when it comes to healing and self-discovery, and really getting to know yourself on a personal level, on a spiritual level as well, with numbers, and how you can use numbers as well to manifest a beautiful outcome when it comes to your own life, and what you want to use your numbers, in any day-to-day life situations as well. So yeah, I feel like that was really important to really talk about, why I decided to use rational thought numbers and your life path number, to really get into what type of light worker are you, what are your skills and abilities. And also, you guys, I left a link down in the description box below. It's basically an article that talks about 14 types of light workers. So you may associate with being more than one kind of light worker, which is also very important to get into. For this reading in particular, I'm only choosing the 4 out of the 14, just because I felt like 14 would have been like I feel like it just would have been a lot of information personally, and I feel like too much information can just become, words just in the void, unless you take notes and things like that, and then they can be very, very important. But other than that, I usually just try to keep these readings as detailed, but as well as concise. So it's very much so in this energy of wanting to keep things simple, but at the same time where you can leave with a little bit more information than what you came in with. So I hope you guys are ready for that. Again, I'm so excited. Like, you guys have no idea how excited I am to really show you what I've been working on. So anyways, you guys, so as I was saying about the reading, with that, we're going to figure out what your rational thought numbers are, what your rational thought number is, and what is your life path number. And we're going to use both of those numbers and apply them to your reading. Now, the rational thought number is actually going to be what decides what pile that you pick, as well as the stone. I'm going to put stones on the piles as well, because again, you can resonate with being more than one type of light worker. So I will reveal what type of light worker you are, within each pile. But going through life path numbers in particular, rational thought numbers in particular, you guys will be seeing what rational thought number you guys are, and you will apply it to your reading. So if you're a rational thought number 1, 3 and 7, you would be pile 1. I'll make sure to have everything. 3, 4 and 7, is pile 1. So if you chose if you have rational thought numbers 3, 4 and 7, you'll be pile 1. If you have rational thought numbers 1, 2, 6, you'll be pile 2. If you have rational thought numbers 5, 8, 9, you'll be pile 3. And if you have rational thought numbers, master numbers in numerology, 11 and 22, you will be pile 4. So I will see you guys at your reading, and we will discuss what topic in particular will come up for you guys when it comes to the matter of deciding to do it in 2 parts, actually. So I decided what type of light worker are you, and that'll be the first part. And then the second part of your reading will be what blockages you may be experiencing that keep you from your light worker abilities, as well as advice from spirit on how we can unblock those blockages, and really you guys can tap into your own skills and abilities when it comes to how you choose to use your light worker abilities. So that'll be the second half of your reading, just to give you guys like the heads up before you guys choose whichever pile or piles resonate with you guys. And yeah, and that will be it, and I will see you guys at your reading. Hello, pile 1, welcome to your reading. If you guys had rational thought numbers 3, 4, and 7, this is your pile. So the word that came up for you guys was manifestors. So I feel like you guys would make great manifestors, create your own manifestations if you don't already. But I just get a sense that with these 3, 4, and 7 as your rational thought numbers, you guys have a great sense of dignity and wisdom, and you guys have your words as your power. So there's really a sense of using your words as a means to create your own reality. So for irrational thought number 3, your life path number could be 7, 9, or master number 33. So those life path numbers that they have in common are basically you guys are open to trust. You guys have open to change as well. You guys gain a lot of wisdom, I feel, through experiences as well as through personal trial and error. When it comes to life path number 7s as well as 9s, you guys have this innovative way of seeing ideas as well as situations in different perspectives. So there's this quirky sense of humor as well with my life path number 9s that I think will really make great for manifesting, because you guys have this sense of humor that is very much in the energy of manifestation, because I feel also a part of manifestation comes from the joy that we experience when it comes to manifesting. We're manifesting the things that we want in our lives, so we're automatically going to be happy about it. So there's just a lot of quirkiness and beauty when it comes to my life path number 9s. And when it comes to life path number 33, master number 33, usually you would get a master number 33 if your birthday falls on the 22nd. And I only say usually because that's like sometimes. It doesn't happen all the time that your birthday would fall on the 22nd and you get a master number 33. But just in case you do, your master number 33, life path number 33, also reflects love and optimism and a sense of service to other people, which is also why I feel is great for my life path number 33s. When it comes to manifesting, is because you guys are manifesting for not only yourself but also for the highest good. There's a sense that the more you guys manifest for in a sense of in service to other people, the more you guys get back in tenfold. So I feel like all of my life path numbers in this group have a sense of community between them. So I feel that every characteristic that you can get from a 33 is similar to a 9 or a 7. So I feel like you guys have that in common with one another, is the ability to manifest through being open to different ideas and having this authenticity about you that is very much in the energy of being able to manifest and create a really beautiful life, I feel, just by the way that you think and the way that you set your intentions, which is also very important when it comes to manifesting your actions as well. What are your intentions with every action that you take is very important for my rational thought numbers 3, 4, and 7. For my rational thought number 4s, your life path number can be life path number 3 or life path number 6. For my life path number 3s, I'm really getting a sense that you guys are very optimistic. You may have these sort of scattered thoughts, but I feel it's because you guys want so much to happen. You guys are very much wanting to have everything that you dream of come true, and it's very important for my life path number 3s to remember to always stay true to who you are. And even if people may try to influence you about what the things that you want, it's very important to stay in your power, because I feel like you guys are very inspirational in that way, and you guys make great manifestors because you continue to stay in your power and you speak your truth. So it's very important for my life path number 3s to stay in that energy. And for my life path number 6, I feel like you guys love aesthetic, beauty, being creative. You guys are magnetic in the sense that you are attracted to the beautiful things in life, and I feel like the more that you have that level of attraction to you, the more you're able to manifest. Even though you guys may have a sense of not really being able to achieve all the things that you want, I feel like my life path number 6, you worry a lot about things not coming into fruition, which is why I feel like you guys manifest a lot as well. You guys want a specific outcome, or you have a certain sense of stability that you want to create within your own life. So there's a lot of wanting to create that reality through manifestation. So I feel like you guys make great manifestors in that way, which is actually really beautiful, because I feel like you can put that energy towards manifesting what you want. So continue to have whatever energy that you feel is in creative mode, because I feel like that's when you guys manifest the most. Continue to use that creative energy towards your manifestations. And for my rational thought number 7s, you guys also had similarities between 7 and 4. You guys had life path number 3 and 6 as well. And I was saying for both of those life path numbers, you guys have a sense of being very optimistic. I feel like you guys are both emotional life path numbers in a sense that you can create your own reality, and it's in a way very much a spiritual experience to be able to do that, which is why I again chose manifestors for this particular pile, because I feel like you guys are very emotionally aware of how you feel as well as the feelings of others, and you manifest based off of your surroundings as well as your inner feelings and the things that you want to create and desire and see in the world. Because I feel that there's just a lot of things that you guys want to not just achieve for yourself, but to see within the world. I feel like this is a very worldly group. You guys really care about the people around you and how you can manifest everything for your highest good as well as the highest good of the others around you. So it's very beautiful energy. Now with that, we'll see what blockages may be stopping you guys from really tuning into your lightworker abilities. So pile 1, your blockages for your reading, for your spread, you guys have the 6 of Cups upright, the 4 of Cups upright, the Justice card upright, the King of Pentacles clarified by the Queen of Cups, the High Priestess clarified by the Page of Cups. So I'm really getting a sense of within this spread obligation. I feel like one of your blockages is that you feel that you owe people from your past. I'm getting a sense that maybe family members or people that you feel really close and connected with, you feel that you owe them a sense of your time. It's like you value your own it's like people value who you are as a person, so they want to in a sense make usage of it for their own good. I feel like what's really blocking you guys from manifesting, really tapping into that creative manifesting energy, is a sense of obligation to other people. With this Queen of Cups card, I feel like you guys have a big heart. You very much love to you're very much a person who's open and giving and loving, but I feel a sense that it's to the point where you're in service to other people in a way that it's taking away from you as a person. There's just this sense that you guys know that is your calling with the High Priestess and the Page of Cups. You know that is something that you're meant to do in this lifetime, but I feel like the people around you may be giving you a negative impression on what it is that you do if you guys are in a spiritual field, or something along the lines of really having to retreat from the people around you. I feel like it's really the people, your environment, that is keeping you from really honing in on your lightworker ability of manifestation. There's just sense that everybody wants to have a sense of ownership over who you are in a way, and there's just a lot of you guys wanting to I get it. There's a lot of you guys wanting to break free from the restrictions that family members or society has put onto you. So in a way, you're fitting yourself in this box or bubble so you can kind of blend in with the crowd. But in reality, you know deep down that what you're meant to do is, be in the spiritual field, or be, again, in this manifestor energy, allowing yourself to truly embody what it is to manifest and become this beautiful being that you're meant to be in this lifetime. But I feel like it's something that you guys do, but in a sense that it's not something that you make public. I feel like you guys are very private about what you do. I'm getting a sense with this Justice card here that there's just a lot of a need for balance as well within yourselves when it comes to how people treat you, pile 1. I feel like people treat you based off of how you treat yourself, how you value your own time and resources. And with this King of Pentacles energy being clarified by the Queen of Cups, is more of a way of telling yourself, a spirit reminding you to stand your ground in who you are, that you're meant to be this person that is very open and giving and loving, but as well you have boundaries and you have restrictions on how people utilize your time and your energy. I remember reading something along the lines of, and this isn't an exact word for word, but it was something along the lines of, help people who are really in need, but don't allow people to use you. So there's really a sense that that's the energy that I'm getting from you guys that's really blocking you. It's a sense of being used by other people, or other people using you in a sense that they know that you can create. Because again, you guys are very creative. You guys are very intuitive also as well, with this high priestess, as well as the page of cups. Intuitive, highly intelligent, smart. You guys can get things done, and people are very aware of how worthy you are. But I feel like, wow, okay, another one of your blockages is also self-worth. I'm getting that when it comes to how you view yourself, it's really limiting. So you guys have this sense of self-talk that really talks you out of becoming who you're truly meant to be. And it makes so much sense with the Four of Cups, with this Four of Cups card here upright. It's a sense that you guys are wanting something better. You know that you can have another a cup, right? But you're too busy staring at the ones that you have, in a sense that it's more along the lines of, you can create and manifest what you want, right? But in a sense that it comes at a cost of maybe going against a religion or a society, or again, family members. There's just really a sense of obligation with this pile that I'm getting. But that just comes, I feel that comes in a sense of you guys having a big heart and wanting to do right by the people around you. But I feel like by doing that, you are not only limiting yourself and the abilities that you have, but you're hindering yourself from the life that you can potentially live out, the more that you block yourself from this creative and beautiful light worker ability. So really allow yourself to remain open is what I'm really getting, pile one. But you know what? I'm going to ask Spirit what advice he can give. What advice he can give. Wow. Okay, that was so biased. What advice Spirit can give. Excuse me. I was thinking, my mind went straight to religion when I said he. So I was like thinking, about in a biblical sense, if you're Catholic or anything like that, or just in a sense very religious, it's just a very much a habit. But anyways, we'll see what Spirit has to say, and advice Spirit can give when it comes to how to unblock these blockages. Okay, you guys, advice from Spirit. So I'm actually going to use the Lantern Oracle deck to ask Spirit for advice on how to unblock the blockages you are currently experiencing. And I'm actually going to show you guys your reading as well as this advice card towards the end of your reading. So you guys have home 42. It says, may your body be where a harmonious balance of love, strength, light, and pleasure lives. But it was in reverse. So as I was saying, this can also be a family situation where you feel obligated to keep a family status or a family image that you are a part in. And it's a sense of Spirit is asking yourself to be more at home within yourself. Spirit is advising you that who you are as a person, you are perfectly crafted to be the person that you're meant to be, that you're not meant to be molded or fitted into a box, or trying to conform to society or your family's point of view of who you should be. You guys are meant to create your own path, and you're meant to be comfortable in who you are in your own skin. With this home card here, it just reminds us how wonderful and beautiful our individual selves, how our true essence, our being can become when we become more at home with the idea of being comfortable with who we are and where we're going in life, and not letting the opinions of others affect where we go and our decisions and how we choose to live our lives, which I think is something you definitely need to hear, Power One. I feel like a lot of people have an input in how you should live your life, and it's all in the matter of seeing it as people's opinions rather than I'm wanting to say constructive criticism, because I feel like you take other people's opinions and you turn it into constructive criticism to turn it into a positive, if that makes sense. When in reality, it's just people's ideas and beliefs about how you should live your life. It is not something that you have to conform to or add as a belief of yourself. it's more in the way of people trying to find ways into how you can fit into mainstream society, which is something that you're not meant to do, pile one. So always remind yourself that you are who you're meant to be, and that the more you continuously allow yourself to become the person that you're meant to be in this lifetime, the more you can create that manifestation, that really inspiring breakthrough of having your own life the way that you want. Because again, manifestation is half action, half intentions. What are your intentions towards your actions? So it's very important for you guys to remember to stay within your power, to stand in your truth, because the more you continue to have that balance within yourself, the more it's easier for you guys to manifest the life that you can create for yourself, the life that you can create for others as well. Manifestation not only works for the person who's manifesting, but it can also have a ripple effect with all the people around them. So just be very mindful of your words, pile one, as well, when it comes to manifestation. Again, intentions behind your actions is very important for my pile ones, to really hone in on it, and to really manifest and see that lightworker ability through in this lifetime. So that's all I got for you guys for pile one. Again, I'm going to show you guys your reading towards the end of your portion of the reading. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did. This was really fun to do. Again, I'm going to do more numerology videos in the future. It's something that I truly love doing, and I can see myself really learning more and more about numerology, so I can give you guys more insightful wisdom, and hopefully even courage and strength to continue on with your spiritual journey, no matter how difficult it might be. But thank you guys so much for joining me. Have a great day, evening, night, whatever time you're watching this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Hello, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. If you guys have rational thought numbers 1, 2, and 6, this is your reading. So off the bat, for my Pile 2 people, the lightworker ability that I feel like you guys possess is the ability to heal. You guys are my healers, very much so, in this energy of wanting to help people and console them. Very much this counselor energy, just wanting to be there for people in a level that's very intimate and deep. You guys are very intuitive, and I feel like you use your intuition to get to know people's emotions. I feel like you guys are very much you pick up on people's emotions and feelings before they're able to use their words, in a sense. So you're very highly empathic as well. There's just sense about you that you guys just love to help people. You love to help people any way that you can. You guys may love to volunteer a lot. There's just a lot of wanting to be around a lot of people. I just feel like there's just a lot of just a sense of responsibility when it comes to how you help people. And I feel like this is a very beautiful lightworker ability, to want to help people and to be there, in a sense, to be there for them in a way that you can possibly bring light into someone's situation or anything that they're possibly going through. I feel like you guys know just what to say in order to get someone out of a rut. So it's very beautiful energy to possess. So for my pile 2 people, as I said, you guys have rational thought numbers 1, 2, and 6. So if you guys, for my rational thought numbers 1, I feel like you guys can be a life path 1, as well as a life path 8. I'm feeling that only because number 1s are pretty much, in any part of numerology, is very much just independent leader. You guys have the strength to really continue on and to push through things no matter how difficult things can be. And I feel like that's very much a healer's energy, in a sense of being independent, being able to heal yourself in and out, and having this sense of responsibility over your own happiness, over your own emotions, how you choose to live your life. So I feel like my rational thought number 1s possess life path number 1 and life path number 8, because those are the traits that I feel like you guys exude. You're very successful in the way that you handle personal affairs as well. I feel like you guys have a sense about you that you're very businesslike when it comes to how you choose to heal people, in a sense that you're able to control your sense of emotions. I feel, specifically for my life path number 8, you're able to differentiate between business and pleasure, so to speak. So you guys really have a sense of control and balance when it comes to how you heal people and the way you treat people as a society, as a dynamic. So again, that's very beautiful energy to possess. So for my rational thought number 2s, I feel like you guys possess life path number 2 energy. Life path number 2 energy the most I'm getting. I feel like that's the only like life path I feel like you guys would possess that's dominant in those traits, because life path number 2s are very much people that love to keep the peace, very patient, very loving. So I feel like there's this very giving energy, which make you guys amazing healers, because you love to give to people, you love to love people as well. I feel like you guys can be people persons, or like just very much love to be around people in general in order to really pick up situation in the room. I feel like you guys can walk into a room and know automatically what's going on without anyone having to say anything. You guys have amazing attention to detail that's like just very step by step process of how to get someone to open up. I feel like you guys are very much knowing how to get people to open up to you that normally wouldn't. I feel like people come up to you and just randomly probably start talking to you about their life. So it's very easy for my life path number 2s to attract people who are attracted to your healer energy and love being around you, in a sense that they feel you can they feel very comforted by your aura, by your presence. I feel like auras and auras and presence, I feel, aren't really talked about much. I feel when it comes to how it can affect the way people treat you, which is very, very, it's a very real thing. People can pick up on energy. People can tell when, you have a good way about you, or you have a way about you that they want to stay away from. It's just this level of intuition that's very sensitive, and you can be able to pick up energy in a room. And I feel like that's my life path number 2s. So again, I feel like you guys have my rational thought number 2s match my life path number 2, so that's very cool. For my rational thought number 6 people, I feel like you guys can be a life path number 2 as well. I'm getting a sense of a life path number 4 too. So my life path 2 and 4 people. For again, my life path 2, very patient, very much mediators, love to help people, love to bridge gaps between misunderstandings, and can assist anyone in anything. So it's very, very dedicated energy, very dedicated to helping people. And my life path number 4 is a very honest, and they are very good mediators as well, especially when it comes to healing family issues. So I feel like if you guys are a life path number 4 with a rational thought number 6, is very much this energy of wanting to heal people, heal also family trauma, generational trauma. It's very sweet energy, because it's caring, it's giving. It's not in a sense that you expect to receive something back, but more in how can you help future generations to become even more evolved than what they are now. So there's this sense of legacy with my life path number 4 is that I'm really getting a very pull towards, to say. So there's a lot of legacy building you guys are wanting to pursue when it comes to how you heal, how the family heals itself, how a family unit, your immediate family, heals themselves as well. And as again, we talk about generations, so we're talking about legacies, and being able to heal, maybe even owning a spiritual business and passing it down to your children and future generations after them. So there's a lot of wanting to really have that sense of stability and security when it comes to how healing is processed, as well as how is healing incorporated into daily life. So that's very, very amazing for my pile 2s, as well as for my rational thought number 6 people, because I feel like you guys possess that level of honesty that some people may sugarcoat. I feel like you guys are very much blunt, but in a way that is like a soothing balm. You know what I mean? It's not sugarcoating it to where people would feel comfortable in it's a way to where people feel comfortable hearing the truth. That's what I want to say. Not in a way that it's harsh and it causes even more destruction and unfamiliarity. It's just a sense that you guys love to be my peacemakers as well as my life path number twos. So yeah, that's very, very, very good energy, which I thought would make for very great healers, which is why I decided that you guys will make great healers for my pile 2 people. And then being pile 2 it's amazing how that worked out. So let's see what else we have for you guys. I'm actually going to ask Spirit, what are the blockages that you are currently facing that is keeping you from enhancing your lightworker ability? Okay, pile 2. For your reading, you guys have the 6 of Wands upright. The Wheel of Fortune came out sideways, so I clarified it, and you have 2 cards. You have the 10 of Pentacles and the Star card as your clarifiers. You have the 7 of Pentacles that also came out sideways, clarified by the 3 of Pentacles and the Strength card. There is the 9 of Wands in reverse and the Knight of Wands in reverse. So automatically for your pile, I see one of your main blockages is the thought of stepping out. I feel like pile 2, you're afraid of your own success and what it might bring, in a sense that you feel that success or anything having to do with maybe even material wealth may bring a sense of misfortune, in the sense that it can lead to negativity among your family with this 10 of Pentacles here. It's like being afraid to come out of your shell and to start something new and different because you guys are wanting to not rock the boat. With this Wheel of Fortune to come out sideways, I feel like you guys know it's your destiny to change the world. It's your destiny to step out, but I feel like there's a fear, my pile 2s, because there's a lot of unknowns with stepping out, like how will your family react to you being, especially with the Star card here, the center of attention. I feel like you guys also have, as one of your blockages, being the center of attention, being known for something is really scary for you guys. So you may have a fear of public speaking or a fear of crowds. Again, I know it's like a sense of fear of success for sure, because you feel that success might bring baggage. It can bring negativity amongst your family. It can really, it's like this misassociation with success as being, oh, I will be the outcast in the family, or I won't be seen as I was when I wasn't popular or famous or known. It's really like that before and after effect, where you feel that if you do decide to step out, it will cause consequences amongst, the way you used to live your life. So it's like really contemplating on getting out of your shell, especially with this 7 of Pentacles coming out sideways, being reversed by the 3 of Pentacles and Strength card here. I feel like this is really a message from Spirit to say that you have a tendency to back out when it comes to working with others. Really, my pile 2s, it's about being known for you. That is a fear. And it's really requiring you to have strength with this Strength card here, because it's allowing you, it's actually holding you back in a sense that it's not allowing you to grow and progress the person that you are meant to be. Again, for my pile 2s, you guys are very, you're healers. You're meant to heal people in the world, and in a sense, I feel like you're holding back because what healing may bring, in the sense of being in the spotlight. I feel like you guys wanting to be in a spiritual career, wanting to work towards something that is meaningful and powerful, but in a sense, it has a need to force you to step out of your comfort zone, and it's something that you guys are not comfortable with at all, which is why I feel like you guys have this inner struggle a lot. It's like wanting to follow your life's purpose but not really knowing what that might bring among your friend group or the people that you're constantly surrounded with. But with the 3 of Pentacles here, it's also a reminder that you will meet like-minded people, pile 2, that you won't be alone in this journey as you think. there's a sense that if the more you step out of your comfort zone, the more you'll realize how safe it is to be yourself. I feel like that's also one of your blockages as well, Pile, too. When it comes to being yourself, you're very much afraid of your own shadow in a sense of how powerful you truly are. Again, a healer is not someone who can just wake up one day and say that I'm a healer. Healing takes courage, strength, power, resilience. To really be able to heal yourself and the others around you, it really takes a sense of willpower that not a lot of people possess, in my personal opinion. It's the strength to say, hey, I can heal who I am as a person. I can continuously heal myself over and over again, no matter how much I've been through, and still be there for other people. That is very much a strength and a power tool that you can definitely use, pal, to continue on your journey. But there's just this sense that you guys are holding yourself back because of that fear. And with the Nine of Wands in reverse and the Knight of Wands, I feel this sense of restless energy. It's like, how long can you keep being this person that you don't quite fit into? It's like, that this is not something that, the box that your family fit you into, or, society, or again, maybe even your community. People, you may live in a small town where people had the same job for like 20 years, and then you decided to quit your job and become like a practitioner or a nurse, or a spiritual healer, and all of a sudden it just causes a lot of ruckus and raises a lot of eyebrows. But I feel with this Nine of Wands and this Knight of Wands energy in reverse, there's just a lot of restless energy. This I know I need to step out of my comfort zone, I know I need to do this and all that, but at the same time the fear of the unknown is stopping me. So there's something about the future for my Power Twos that's really stopping you guys from being successful in being a healer, because it's something that requires you to step out of your comfort zone. But I feel with this Nine of Wands and this Knight of Wands energy, I keep going back to it because there's this sense of restlessness within you guys. It's like knowing your life's purpose but not taking any action towards it is causing you to feel antsy, anxious, not feeling as if you have a purpose in life at all, when in reality you know exactly what your purpose is. It's just all about stepping out and actually fulfilling it. For my Power Twos, that is very, very important. But it causes a sense of unease within you to really step out of your comfort zone, which is why I feel you guys have the Strength card here. It takes a lot of courage to step out on your own and to become your own person. And for my Power Twos, it's very important to remember that you are meant to step out. You're not meant to blend in. You're not meant to fit in with the crowd. You are healers. Healing is not for the faint of heart. Like, not everybody can become a nurse or a doctor or a spiritual healer, or can really know how to talk to people and comfort people and be there for people the way my Power Twos do. So it's really important for you guys to step into your power, which is why I'm really getting that Strength card here, because it's something that you're meant to do. But the more you hold yourself back, the more you try to fit yourself into society and within this box, there's going to be a lot of unease, a lot of feeling dissatisfaction. It can lead to depression, anxiety, loss even. It's just a lot of manifesting these uneasy feelings within yourself, as if your life doesn't have meaning or purpose. But I feel like it's your fear that's blocking you, and seeing it as something that, in a sense that I feel like your fears are based around your comfort zone. So I'm not saying your fears are irrational, but I feel that your fears are based off of how comfortable you are being. Even though you're not, it's this sense of I'm comfortable but I'm not happy, that's really like putting you guys on edge, which is why I feel like the Wheel of Fortune and Seven of Pentacles came out sideways. There's this sense of, I know what I need to do, but I need the strength and the courage in order to do it. Otherwise I will continue to feel this energy, this pent up energy of not feeling as if I'm doing enough with my life, or I can continue to pursue the things that I can pursue, unless I do this, what I'm meant to do on this earth, unless I follow my purpose, my spiritual calling. So it's very important for my Power Twos to remain resilient when it comes to your healing practices, because I feel like this is something you guys can truly get into and make a career out of, because you guys are natural healers. So the more you focus on what you enjoy, what you love, you can easily manifest this as something that becomes a long-term career. So just be very mindful of that, pile too, when you're thinking about the future, the fact that this can actually become a legacy for you guys. I'm getting that you can pass this down to your, your children, or, other parts of your family. You can, there's so much you can do when it comes to healing. I feel like healing will never go out of business, to be honest. I mean, I feel that every day we're healing, we're constantly evolving, changing, becoming, different versions of ourselves that are for the better. So it's very important for you guys to show up and show out, because people need more people like you. Everyone needs healing. It's very important for our spiritual growth as well, and evolution, to have that within ourselves, as well as being able to go to someone and say, hey, I'm not feeling well, or hey, I need someone to talk to. You guys are those people, and you may be doing it on a small scale right now. Maybe you work retail and you're, in customer service, and you talk to people, and people, interact with you. But I feel like you guys can do this on a major scale. You just can't be afraid to step out for my politics. Don't be afraid of your own success, because you guys can definitely be successful in this. And with this 10 of Pentacles, it's definitely something that is meant to last. It's a legacy, it's building, it's a fundamental. So yeah. Wow. Okay, now we're going to see what advice from Spirit I can give you guys to unblock these blockages. Okay, Pile 2s, for spiritual advice, I use the Lantern Oracle deck, and let's see what cards you guys have. So you guys have the Weeping Wound, number 8. You are not your wounds. So really, wow. Honestly, I was saying a lot about family in your reading. So this is a lot about hurting people, hurting other people's feelings, hurting your community, your sense of society, whoever you spend your time with. Weeping Wound just reminds me of this energy of not wanting to step on people's toes. Like, there's just a lot of you guys wanting to protect your energy and yourself in order to not be hurt from someone else. So I feel like, oh my God, that's what I was getting. Okay. So I feel like you guys have been told that you'll never be successful, that you're never meant to become anything or amount to anything. And I feel like these wounds have caused you guys to become unaware of your own abilities and talents, because they've been butchered to the point of exhaustion, to the point where you guys feel that you cannot bloom or blossom in the environment that you're in, which is even more so of a calling for Spirit to say that your surroundings, your environment are not for you, Pile 2. What you're meant to be doing in this lifetime is a lot bigger than what you're currently involved in. I feel like I think there's this saying like but yeah, sorry you guys. So as the saying goes, it's pretty much as if so you guys have what they say, it's like big city dreams in a small town. And I feel like that's definitely the vibe that's going on for Pile 2. It's like you guys have this magnetic energy around you that people are drawn to the point where you are constantly surrounded by energies of people who constantly need help, or people who ask for your advice. But I feel like there's a lot of people around you who constantly need reassurance about their own lives. So in a sense, they have a way of manipulating yours, in a sense, like your own truth, your own destiny, your own passions, your own power, in a sense that they're not really assured or aware of where they want to go or what their life purpose is. So they have this ability to be surrounded by people like you, who has this natural talent to heal and to say the right things at the right time, and they take advantage of it, for my Pile 2s, and it leads a lot of wounds, a lot of gaping wounds, a lot of doubtfulness as well. I feel like you guys have self-doubt built around these wounds of people's words, people's opinions really affecting you and hurting you. So I'm really getting that with this Weeping Wound card, that Spirit is wanting to say that don't allow people's opinions and words to affect who you're meant to be. You guys are meant to be a lot more than what people are, what people are saying, what people's opinions are. People's opinions are just that. They're just their natural thoughts and beliefs on a subject or an object or whatever the case may be. But it's not important. It's something that, if your truth is your truth, then, nothing or no one else's opinion can change that. So, don't take it into consideration. And it may be easier said than done, I know. But remember, these people are also in a sense hurting, or needing reassurance in their own lives. So in a sense, when someone does that, they have a way of projecting their own unassurance onto others, onto you, for my pile twos, in a way that they're not sure where they want to be in life. So they take it out on you, or they have a sense of telling you what you should do with your life. And it leads to a lot of misery and a lot of hopelessness for my pile twos. So you guys, be very mindful of the company you keep as well, Spirit is wanting to say, because the people that you are surrounded by have a way of influencing your decisions, your thoughts, your belief system about yourself, how your own self-worth as well. Like your opinion, your people's opinions of you could rely, in a sense, is very much one-on-one with your self-worth. Like someone can say something and it can immediately drop you down, which is, again, I was really picking that up for my pile twos, that you guys are very, very highly sensitive. You're emotionally sensitive, and you're very vulnerable to people's words, to the point where it can literally affect or make a completely different impact on your lives than what is intended. So it's really important to be mindful of the company you keep. I know that there's this thing that says, you are the average of the 5 people that you hang around. It's very important that you guys hang around people who are going to nourish and protect that part of you that is meant to heal the world, for my pile twos. So yeah, that's very, very important for you guys. Thank you guys so much, Pile 2, for being here with me during this reading. This is my first numerology reading. I am super excited. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's something that I really do plan on doing more of in the future, so stay tuned for that. I hope you guys have a great day, evening, night, whatever time you're watching this, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye. Oh, and also, you guys, towards the end of your portion, I'm going to show you guys your tarot spread, as well as the spiritual advice from Spirit that you guys have towards the end. But again, thank you guys for watching this video, and see you in the next one. Hello, my pile threes. Welcome to your reading. So if you guys have rational thought numbers 5, 8, and 9, this is your reading. Now for you guys, for my pile threes, you guys are my psychics. You guys are my psychic pile. Very much, for me, psychics is very, it's a very cool lightworker ability, because it has the ability to see into the future and the past. And I feel like you guys can be able to assess people and situations and know what they've been through. There's this saying, it's like, if you look at a man's face, you can either tell his future or his past. I feel like you guys definitely have that sense of wisdom about you. For my pile threes, very, very psychic, very much a person who can also be a seer as well. You can be very open and intuitive, I feel like, when it comes to what people have been through, as well as picking up on emotions, how people are feeling in the moment, what they're currently going through as well. For my pile threes, you guys are very, very highly spiritual and intuitive group. And very much, I feel you guys can also astral travel, or have the ability to like pick up objects and feel like a memory or a emotion just by picking up an object. So yeah, it's like a very sensitive intuition when it comes to you guys. Very sensitive, but very beautiful, very vibrant, very pure. So for my rational thought number 5s, for you guys can be a life path number 1, as well as a life path number 5. I feel like, as well as a life path number 7 as well. And I also pick up a life path number 9. I feel like you guys can be very well-rounded, very much a hermit energy for you guys as well. For my rational thought number 5s, you guys like to figure things out on your own, and you very much pick up on things quickly, to the point where you may get intense. And I say intense in the form of, you may get easily upset with people who don't pick up things as quickly. Like, you're very observant, very much in the now, in the form of knowing what someone like their needs and their wants, being very open and observant as well. You guys aren't afraid to take a risk, and I feel like you guys also love to problem solve, which ties in perfectly with being a psychic, because the psychic, again, to my in my personal opinion, the ability to see between the future and the past is the ability to bridge the gap between both. You know, why things happen in the future that may have occurred in the past. So there's very much that problem solver energy I feel like you guys radiate, and really bring people together as well. You guys are mediators, I feel. Very self-disciplined, and you learn from experience. You guys, I think you guys have this fearless energy about you as well for my rational thought number fives, because I feel like you guys have a sense of freedom in the way that you think. It's this free, like this fearless freedom of just being able to, you know, travel in the sense of emotions and memories. So you guys have this wide range of thoughts and emotions that are very freeing, and it really allows you to pursue the things that you want to pursue, and it's very open energy as well for my rational thought number fives. And again, for you guys can also be a life path number seven, very analytical. Again, you gain wisdom through experience, through knowledge, through isolation, which can also be misunderstood. People may think that you guys are, you know, I guess you could say kind of like introverted, and you guys can be, but some people take introversion out of context. I feel like people feel that, you know, introverted people are people who don't like to be around people, in a sense that there's, you know, big crowds or social setting, then you guys are antisocial, or you just don't like people in general, which can also be the case. I mean, it's not completely like not true. I mean, you can be, you know, just not wanting to be around people. It's understandable. But I feel like for you guys, it's more of you gain insight through introspection, the need to be alone, the need to really figure things out on your own, and very much wanting to find the truth through your own wisdom, through your own knowledge. So it leads to a lot of people thinking you guys are very weird in the way that you joke. I feel like you guys joke about things that are like very serious, in a sense that it's like, and not in the sense that it's like intensely serious, like really like heavy type of serious, but it's more like you guys make a lot of life jokes or jokes about life, and people are just like, why would you say something like that? Like, I feel like people really like question you guys' sense of humor. But I feel like you guys are very compassionate people, and you're highly underestimated when it comes to how compassionate you are and how deeply you feel when it comes to your emotions and the people around you. I guess people feel that you guys either, you know, you either like to be alone or you joke around a lot. So they don't really know how to pinpoint you. So they just figure that you're just like this weird person who just, you know, just showed up out of nowhere and just, you know, whatever. But I feel like for you guys, it's just a sense of just being very open and intuitive, and again learning from experience. So I feel like you guys can joke about life that maybe not a lot of people can understand, because you guys again gain wisdom from introspection. So there's a lot to really be aware of, my rational thought number five people. You guys are very highly intuitive and spiritual, but that doesn't allow you to be serious all the time, if that makes sense. It's like, yeah, I can see into the future, into the past, but I won't take life as seriously, because, you know, life is not meant to be taken in such a serious way to where you can't enjoy it, if that makes sense. Which is why I was coming back to the thought that you guys like to make a lot of life jokes, because people are just like, why would you joke about that? You guys are like, well, I've seen things and I can joke about it, that's why. Like, I feel like that's the energy for my rational thought number fives. So for my rational thought number eight people, for you guys, I'm getting a sense that you guys can be a life path number eight, as well as even a life path number one. But mainly for my rational thought number eight people, I picked up life path number eight. I feel like you guys are very much in control, and you have this authoritative way about you that people just are magnetically drawn to, because you guys have a sense of air of confidence around you. And even if you don't feel confident, it's just the energy that you exude. I feel like people are very drawn to how in control you seem of everything in your life. And it leads to people wanting to know more about how you live your life. You know, you're very influential people, and I feel like your success comes from how in control people feel that you are within yourselves and within your life. You guys are very much people who like to be visionaries. You like to see the bigger picture of things. So I feel like that's like my life path number 8. And there's also this sense of, oh, as well as my life path number 7s. So again, like I was saying, you guys are very psychic in that sense too. For my rational thought number 8 people, you guys can also be associated with life path number 7. You guys are very analytical, enjoy I would say enjoy isolation, as I was saying earlier. Self-exploration, love the idea of exploring oneself in an intimate way. I feel like you guys know yourselves on an intimate level that not a lot of people do. So I feel like you guys have a sense of intimacy within yourselves to where you're fully comfortable allowing yourself to be yourself. And if you don't really feel that you're in that energy, I feel like you have the skills and abilities to possess that strength and that courage to be who you truly are, because you guys do a lot of introspective work. You guys take the time out to figure out who you are as a person and how you fit into mainstream society. So that's very much what I get for my rational thought number 8 people. Very, very leadership qualities I'm getting as well. Dynamic in the way that you deal with things, so people really look up to that. So my rational thought number 9 people, I feel like you guys can be life path numbers. Give me 1 second. Oh, life path number 11. Yeah, I feel like, okay, you guys were my master number. I feel like you guys are my only master number for my rational thought number 9s for all the piles so far. And I feel like the one that resonated with you guys the most is life path number 11, because you guys have this sense of, you guys are very spiritual, in a sense that it's on a level that maybe not a lot of people would understand. I feel like your spirituality is your religion. My rational thought number 9s. It's like the way you live your life is based off of how spiritual you are. So it needs a lot of valued relationships. I feel like you guys value your relationships a lot because you tie your relationships into spirituality, and you're very much a person who is patient, very much a mediator as well. You guys like to, again, which is why I feel like you guys are psychic, or can possess psychic abilities, because you guys are mediators. You can bridge the gap between the past and the present, the old and the new. Again, highly intuitive. You guys are aware of the emotions in the room. You're very much aware of how things are and where things are in your life emotionally. I think for a psychic in particular, it takes real willpower and strength to have that emotional stability, because you see and hear and feel a lot of things at one time. It's like this highly sensitive radio station to where it could pick up any static near 5 miles away. Like, it's just very, very pure energy, in a sense that it's it could pick up anything. So I feel like for you guys, that is something that you very much have this this ability to possess with a life path, with a rational thought number 9, associating with the life path number 11. And to think of it, an 11 is basically 2 1s. So imagine having 2 1s together side by side. 1s represent leadership, individuality, people who love to take a risk, people who can also be stubborn in the way that they view their opinions. And I feel like if you put 2 1s next to each other, then it can lead to very I don't want to say catastrophic, but very it depends too, because life path number 11s can be on the cutting edge of things. They can either be pushed in one direction or the other, to one extreme or the next. So I feel like for my rational thought number 9 people, you guys have that edge to you that a lot of people are very much they can sense or aware of, because you guys are able to get into like the psychic realm of things. So people are very much aware of how you are aura wise when it comes to how you deal with the psychic realm. So yeah, putting 2 1s together, and it's like, again, like I said, it can either lead to like monumental advances, or it can be a catastrophic event. So yeah, that's definitely some powerful stuff, my rational thought number 9. So be very careful as well, how you're being influenced to make certain decisions in your own life, based off the opinions of other people, as well as self-talk. I feel like self-talk is very important, especially for a psychic. when it comes to how you communicate with the things around you. It's how you talk to yourself, is how you can be able to communicate with, either spirits or inanimate objects or even the people around you. It's basically goes back to self-talk. How you talk to yourself is how you communicate well with others. How you communicate with other people goes back to how you talk to yourself. So be very mindful of that. My rational thought number 9s. As well as for my entire Pile 3 group, I feel like, your words hold power. The way you talk to yourself is the way you communicate with other people. So be very aware of that. Okay, so let's see what blockages you guys may be experiencing right now at the moment. Okay, Pile 3. You guys have for your reading is the Queen of Swords upright, clarified by the Seven of Pentacles. You guys have the Five of Swords upright, clarified by the Strength card in reverse. You guys have the Ace of Cups upright, clarified by the Judgment card. You have the King of Pentacles upright, clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. You have the Justice card upright, clarified by the Nine of Swords, and Four of Pentacles that showed up sideways. I'm actually going to show you guys your reading towards the end of your reading. But yeah, so just so you guys can get a clear visual of what I'm looking at. So automatically for you guys, for my Pile 3s, I feel like when it comes to what is blocking you from accessing your lightworker abilities, the main thing I'm currently seeing is standing within your power, Pile 3. There's a sense that with this Ace of Cups card, that your lightworker ability brings you so much fulfillment. And I feel like because you guys are natural, I wanted to say natural healers. Like, yeah, you guys have that ability to heal through being a psychic, through seeing things, through seeing things from the past, the future, connection. You guys are all about connecting with people on an intimate level, spiritual level, a wholesome level, in my personal opinion. So it's a sense that you feel as if the spiritual gift is not going to flourish under your current circumstances or environment. There's a lot of I'm getting a lot of, okay, so I think what it boils down to, my Pile 3s, is it come to religion. I think religion and spirituality has always been somewhat of a controversy because of, some people may have certain beliefs and, other people may not believe in those things, and then it becomes, something that is just this major event. So I feel like for you guys, I think this can be based off of religious factors for the most part. It's like, that saying where people say the devil's in the cards. I feel like you come from a religious background, or you come from a background that people aren't really aware of spirituality, or very much not in the psychic realm of which you are in spirituality, if that makes sense. It's like the spirituality for you guys is a whole nother level than what people are talking about and actually doing. And you see religion as a sort of I don't want to say restriction, but I feel like it's the way that religion is pushed upon you. Again, I feel like you guys may come from a religious background, or mostly a religious background, or grew up Catholic, or maybe not even just Catholic, just grew up around different religions that truly have a set of ways on and outlooks as well when it comes to spirituality and tarot cards and voodoo, hoodoo, things like that. So I feel like you guys can come from a spiritual background that looks down on your natural abilities and talents, for my Pile 3s. So it leads a lot of self-sabotage and self-doubt, as if, this isn't something I should be doing because my family is Catholic, or my family is coming from a different religious background. And I say Catholic a lot only because where I'm from, being from the South, there's a lot of Catholicism, Southern Baptist. So growing up, it was a lot like, you stayed in, either you were Southern Baptist or you were Catholic. Being outside of that meant that you were with the devil. So, like, that's why I keep referring back to Catholicism, because it's like a major part of where I live. So it's not something that I'm not foreign to. Even doing tarot, like, it's not something that I know is not I wouldn't say that I'm looked down on, but it's not something that's celebrated either. So I can understand completely, and with my pile threes, because it's just that inner fight that you have of whether you should continue on your spiritual path or you should just stop and just just stick with the traditional religion that you were raised on, or staying within the confines of what people want you to stay in because they're scared. I don't feel like it's a fear that you guys have. I feel like people project their fears onto you of what you can do, because people feel that you can see beyond what they can. So they have this fear of you being able to see something in them that they normally wouldn't see in themselves or in other people. So I feel like there's really a fear of you, in honesty, pile three. People don't really know what to make of you, so they try to put you in a box and in a way sabotage you to the point where you doubt your own natural abilities and gifts. So I feel like these are really just blockages of the people around you. People have a way of trying to instill things into your head to where you doubt your own abilities, or you don't cultivate it as much as you should, because you're afraid of also, I'm getting one of your blockages, afraid of ridicule, afraid of what people might say, criticism as well. For my pile threes, that's also one of your blockages. What would people say about me if I were to do this, if I were to truly become like a psychic, a professional medium? Like, what would people think of me? You guys may have this environment where people don't really celebrate either religion or in all honesty, maybe even spirituality. Maybe people don't see spirituality as a sort of something that people should practice, in a sense that it's either religion or nothing. Like, that's like the things that I'm really picking up for this pile. It's just a very confined, constricted, traditional way of looking at things, and it's really and I really feel it's really your environment. I feel like you guys have very much confidence, or a sense of confidence when it comes to your own psychic abilities or your own lightworker abilities. But it's like the more people project their fears onto you with this Justice card and this Nine of Swords clarified and the Four of Pentacles sideways. Like, when I get the Four of Pentacles and when it comes out sideways, to me it's based off of indecision, the ability to decide whether you want to keep something or let something go. So there's a lot of indecisiveness about whether you guys should stop what you're doing, stop stop your own capabilities that were handed down to you and that were gifts from the universe. And I say that in the sense that you guys are needing to cultivate this energy and become more aware of who you are, instead of downgrading yourself to fit in with other people. And not to say that you guys have to do this. Again, we all have the power of free will, but I feel like the more you step into your power as a psychic with this natural light worker ability, the more you're able to help yourself as well as the people around you. I feel like you guys have a way about you that can heal a lot of people as well as yourself. I feel like the more you follow your purpose, the more you have a sense of self-worth. So really, my pile threes, it all comes down to whether you truly will allow the opinions of other people to stop you from pursuing what you're meant to pursue in this lifetime. It's a lot about, especially with this Judgment card here and the Ace of Cups. Your Ace of Cups is your Judgment card is clarified by the Ace of Cups, so it just tells me that it's all based on your free will, your own decision to be happy, pile three. There may be even a fear around your own happiness, as if maybe it won't last long, or there's a sense that if I choose this, how long will this last? Can I make a profession out of it? Can I honestly be a professional psychic or a medium? Can this bring me long-term fulfillment? And what the Ace of Cups card here, pile three, is saying yes, because this is something that you're meant to do. It's not something that was meant to just be, an infatuation phase and then all of a sudden you don't want to do it anymore. It's something that I feel like you guys can truly be passionate about if you allow yourselves to be, pile three. If you don't allow the opinions of others to stop you from pursuing this light worker ability, to really cultivating it and working it out like a muscle. The more you work something out, the more you practice, the better you get. So I feel like you guys are really being encouraged to practice this light worker ability if you truly want it to become something special and unique and powerful, because you guys have that ability too. Really allowing yourselves to fully step into your power, my pile threes, is really going to be something that is very, it's going to take a lot of strength with the King of Pentacles, as well as the Strength card in reverse too. You guys having to be confident, not caring about what people say. I feel like with all my piles so far, it's been a lot of fear of criticism as a blockage. And I feel like, again, that's coming back from the sense of, in a spiritual sense, that, spirituality may be looked down on. It's not really celebrated in certain areas or in certain parts of the world, so it's not something that a lot of people would encourage. But I feel like for my pile threes, not even just for my pile threes, but for this entire video, I feel like for every pile, it's been really to cultivate this lightworker ability and to become who you're meant to be. You were handed these spiritual gifts to truly bring light into the world, as well as to your own inner being. Your self-fulfillment is the most important, my pile threes. As long as you remember that the more you follow your purpose, the more fulfilled you will become in your own life, the more you will follow it. It's like really this guiding light into how you can it can lead you to other opportunities as well. I feel like you don't, there's a sense that being stuck in a box of just being a psychic. I feel like being a psychic could open way more doors than what you're allowing yourself to think. Pile three, it can really lead to other things as well, not just being a psychic or a medium. It can lead to maybe you hosting your own TV show, or starting your own YouTube channel, doing tarot, even then predicting events, worldwide events. People get paid to do these things all the time. So yeah, be very aware that your psychic abilities can actually lead to financial success for my pile threes. And with that, we're gonna see what spiritual advice, sorry you guys, I lost my train of thought, what spiritual advice we will get from Spirit about how to unblock these blockages you guys are currently experiencing. I'm actually going to use my the Lantern Oracle deck that I have in order to get advice from Spirit. Okay, for my pile threes, the advice that you guys have from Spirit, the card that came out was Repair, number 38. Making amends rather than fun times reveals a relationship's true constitution. Wow. Okay, so for repair, for you guys, as I was referring to back to your reading, there's a lot of sense of, there's this fear of criticism, fear of standing within your own power. Again, as I was saying also in your reading, it talks about strong religious bonds, or a sense of structure and tradition when it comes to spirituality, religion, the way that you go about having faith. Your faith is definitely always, I feel like your faith is always a question. What do you believe in, things like that. And I feel like with this repair card, I feel like it's the repair with the relationships, to repair relationship within yourself, pile three. I feel like there's always a sense of you guys questioning your path, questioning who you are as a person, because a lot of people had to not had to, a lot of people had a way to make it seem as if what you believed in or what you stood for was wrong, or in a way shouldn't be something that you should believe in or should have faith in. So I'm really getting a sense that you guys are being asked by Spirit to really repair that relationship within yourself when it comes to your views, your opinions, not just your faith, but also your values. What are your views on life in general? I feel like you had, from about threes, I feel like you guys have been questioned a lot about why you live your life the way you do. Because with this psychic ability, I feel that you guys have and possess, there's a sense that, you guys wanting to turn it into a full-time career, which I feel like this is something that you guys either want to do, or you want to, make a spiritual business, or in a sense that you want to be able to use these psychic abilities in your everyday life to help you and guide you in whatever, journey that you guys feel called to do. So really, with that, I'm feeling the sense that that relationship within yourself, the way people talk down to you, the way people view you, the way people value you, it all comes down to that relationship with self. And Spirit is wanting to say to repair that relationship within self. That way people won't find ways to I wanted to say, I'm getting a visual of punching holes, like a hole puncher in a piece of paper, like really trying to connect the dots, but in a way like always missing the target, so you continuously punch holes in the paper. Like that's what, like, the visual that I'm getting for you guys. People always wanted to find ways to pick with you, find ways to make it to where they pick you apart, in a sense that they're trying to make sense of you, so they ridicule you, or they pick out parts of your life that you may not like, or pick out parts of yourself as well that you may not like. Pile 3, which is what I'm really getting a call to say as well, is that value yourself a lot more than what you already have. A spirit is wanting to come through and say, the way you value yourself is the way others treat you as well. So be very mindful of your self-talk, the way you value yourself, the way you carry yourself. Be very confident, which is also why it makes so much sense, which I was talking about, standing in your power. You guys, I feel like your self-esteem has been so beaten down and so, again, ridiculed, and people have picked you apart to the point where your self-esteem is low, and people have a way of really making themselves known in your life to really make an impact in a way that's very hurtful and very powerful as well. So be very mindful. Also, I'm getting a call to say to protect yourself, pile 3. Spiritual protection is very, very important for my pile 3s, because you may have a lot of lower level energies trying to assess you, trying to harass you in any way possible, and not just in the physical. And that's not to scare any of you guys, but it's just a real thing that energies have a way of harming us or benefiting us. So really be mindful of other people's energies as well, because I feel like with my psychics, you guys are highly emotionally sensitive. You guys can pick up when something isn't right in the room, or when something isn't what it should be, if that makes sense. So yeah, be very aware of the company you keep, the energy that's around you, because it very much leads to how your psychic abilities are developed as well for my pile 3s. And again, as I was saying, Spirit is saying to really develop that relationship and repair that relationship within self. That way you can walk with more confidence with your unique abilities and gifts. For my pile 3s, I feel like you guys have more than just the ability to be a psychic. You have the ability to heal yourself and others. So really take the time to cultivate. Take some time out for yourself as well. Self-care is very important for my pile 3s. I'm really getting that energy too. Really taking care of yourself and allowing yourself to be pampered and taken care of and cared about, by yourself, which I think is really important. In general, take some time out for yourself and really cultivate that energy of self-confidence, self-worth. Maybe try on some makeup, or buy you a new pair of jeans. Jeans work wonders. I mean, you just never know. Like, I went out and bought me a pair of jeans. Like, you just never know what a pair of jeans can do until you actually buy a pair of jeans. You know what I mean? So either a pair of jeans, or maybe a new dress, or something that'll really bring out that inner vibrancy within my pile 3s. I feel like you guys are very energetic, very vibrant people, but it's all, again, you guys are very emotionally sensitive, so you're aware of the energy that's in the room. So you can literally like be very vibrant and dress in like bright colors, but if you're in an environment where you don't feel safe, you might dress in black or gray or white, or nude or monotone colors. So be very aware of how people affect the way you dress too. But again, it all ties down to emotion, my pile 3s, not to be, continuously, saying, watch out for this, watch out for that. Just be very mindful of people's energies is basically what I'm saying, because it leads to a lot of impact, the way that they have over your life. I feel like you don't really know how impactful people's words are in your life until you start adjusting towards those words, if that makes sense, adjusting towards the opinions of others. So yeah, just be very mindful of the company you keep, as well as the self-talk as well, my pile 3s. So with that, you guys, I'm going to end your reading here. I'm actually going to show you guys, your entire reading towards the end of this reading. So yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was literally one of my favorite videos I have done so far, so I'm definitely doing some more in the future, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it myself, actually. So you guys have a great day, evening, night, whatever time you're watching this, and I hope you guys are watching the next video. I forgot what I wanted to say. Bye. Hello, my pile fours. Welcome to your reading. So, if you guys are rational thought numbers 11 or 22, this is your pile. So, for you guys, I feel like the lightworker ability that you guys exude would be dreamers or travelers. It's dreamers and travelers, but I feel like it's either or with my rational numbers 11 or 22. I feel like you guys have a sense of adventure. You guys are very imaginative in the way that you think, for my power force. So I feel like you guys would make great dreamers, people who travel a lot, people who travel and gain wisdom and use their wisdom to to heal people, to have a sense of accomplishment as well. I feel like you guys may move around a lot or may have moved around a lot, and you use your sense of adventure, whether it was through childhood you guys had to move around a lot, or even in your adult life you guys may move around a lot, as a way of means to connect to people and really have a sense of, I'm getting that explorer vibe, a person who likes to explore different ways, and very much a person open to change, or very much a person who has to accept change as well, for my rational number 11 or 22. So for you guys, I feel which life path numbers best exude my rational thought 11s was actually life path number 33 and life path number 11. I feel like my rational thought number 11s, you guys are very loving, optimistic. You guys have a sense of service to others, and you're also very patient, and you value the relationships that you guys have with the people around you. So I'm really getting a sense that my rational thought number 11s, with this dreamer and adventure lightworker ability, you guys have a way of connecting to people in a way that you guys use your travels, your experiences in life, in order to really have and form these loving and deep bonds with people. I feel like you guys may talk about your work a lot, or you have a way of talking about life that's very magical and dreamlike. Again, like, I feel like my power fours are very imaginative in the way that they use their minds. So you guys have a way, you guys make amazing storytellers, is basically what I'm saying, in a sense, because you guys can have that way about you that's very open, very patient, loving and giving, and at the same time optimistic. It's like giving yourself enough time to really have these sense of adventures, and then going back and telling people about the places that you've been, or the places that you want to go, and people get really inspired by you, and you inspire people to travel, to dream, to have big dreams as well. For my rational thought number 11s, you inspire people to dream beyond things that they felt that they couldn't dream. Like, you guys have this wide range of mentality that you guys can see life as any in any perspective, and it's just very open and very honest in a way that you guys see life, that draws people towards you. And again, I feel like you guys are very much a visionary, and you guys are very artistic, and you communicate your artistic ways through means of aesthetic I'm getting as well. I feel like being dreamers, you guys, and travelers, you're very imaginative, and you're very into the thought of beauty and life being this you guys may very much again, vibrant storytellers, so talk about life in a way that's very like Disney, like this Disney way of looking at life that people just find like how can you look at life like that? Life is about hard work, and constantly having to look at life this way in order to be an adult. Like, I feel like you guys don't take life seriously in a way that an adult would. I feel like if you guys are adult age, if you, whatever is considered an adult in certain parts of the world, I feel like you guys see your views in more of a childlike manner, that always allow yourself to be open to changes in life and challenges as well. For my rational thought number 11s, I feel like you guys are very open to challenge because you've moved around a lot. You've been around the block. For my rational thought number 11s, you know how to navigate through certain situations because you've been through enough. You've been through enough to know how to navigate through challenges, change. You guys have that inner wisdom, that inner strength, and it's very important that you guys keep that energy, rational thought number 11s, because you inspire people to keep going. It's like this underdog energy, because no matter how much you guys been through, you can still see the big picture. You guys can still imagine a beautiful life, and just very imaginative and creative in the way that you choose to see life, no matter what life throws at you. So that's very beautiful energy to have, and I feel like that's what draws people to you guys, my rational thought number 11s, is the ability to still look at life through a lens that's very whimsical and beautiful and fantastic. And people would never know what you guys have been through because you're so well at learning life lessons and not letting it take away from who you are. I feel like that's very important. You guys have a sense of confidence in the way that you go through life that's very magnetic. Like, people want to get to know, how do you, you may get people trying to get your advice on how to do certain things or how to handle certain situations, because you guys exude such confidence that people just want to know, hey, how can I do this and, be like you, in a sense. I feel like you have that, that mother, father, big brother, big sister role when it comes to how you guys exude that confidence. Like, people want to know how to be like you, how to live life the way you do, in a way that, they can still see the beauty in life no matter what life throws at them. So yeah, it's very beautiful energy for my rational thought number 11s. For my rational thought number 22s, for you guys, the life path number I feel like you guys resonate with the most is actually life path number 22. 32 may be a significant number, but I wanted to say 22. So for you guys, I'm saying that you guys are very hardworking, knowledgeable, very systematic in the way that you handle things. So there's just a sense that you guys like order, stability, believing in that hard work pays off. So there's a lot of people wanting to see how you apply that to your dreamer lightworker ability. Because I feel like you guys, out of this pile between the 11 and 22s, you guys are more practical and logical about the way you dream. And my rational thought number 22s, 11s are more magical, more dreamlike towards how they are dreamers and, imaginative. So people want to know, for my life path number 22s, as well as my rational thought number 22s, how you guys do it, how you guys are able to dream big, but at the same time still remain practical in how you dream. It's like not having that dreamer mentality to the point where you don't have a plan behind your dreams, for my rational thought number 22s. And for my rational thought number 11s as well, I feel like you guys have that sense of confidence within you to really put your dreams into practical plans, but it all comes down to how you view your imaginations. Like, how do you let your imaginations run with you when you guys are in the idea of creation? Do you let your imagination stay, just your imaginations, or do you have an actual practical plan? And I feel like my rational thought number 22s have very, very good hold over how they can manage that, how they can put their dreams in a practical plan and still accomplish the things that they want to accomplish. And so people are wondering, like, how do you do it? And I feel like it's because you guys are very much a person who you're very methodical people. You like the step-by-step process of things, so you never rush. Things take time in order for them to come into fruition. So you don't want to rush something that you truly want, because then it ends up becoming something that's not something you really want in the end, because it's been rushed. It's not to its fullest potential that it could be. So yeah, I feel like for my rational thought number 22s, you guys are intuitive, and I feel like that's the key to how you guys are able to remain logical and having a practical plan towards your dream, is because you guys use your intuition to the point where people, and again, I feel like intuition is, highly underrated. Like, people don't realize how important using your intuition can be in order to have a life that's not only exciting and meaningful, but constant change. Life is all about change. And for my pile fours, you guys are used to it. You guys are used to change, but in a way that you can have a sense of stability within change. You can make change a routine, and that's not something a lot of people possess. But I feel like it's because the way you use your intuition, pile four, the way you guys see life in a way that's highly intuitive instead of logical, you're able to use that ability to really cultivate your ideas, the way you want to pursue your goals, your dreams. So it's very, very much, like I said, big brother, big sister, mother, father energy. Like, you guys are, people wanting to know how you do it, like how how can you remain optimistic about life, for my rational thought number 11s? And, how can you put your dreams into a practical plan for my rational thought number 22? So, again, that's very beautiful and magnetic energy for both these numbers for my power fours. It's very, very beautiful energy. So yeah, that's really what I'm getting for you guys for that. Now we're going to get into your reading and see what blockages may be stopping you from truly embodying your light worker abilities. Okay, power four, for you guys have the Six of Swords upright, clarified by the Two of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. You guys have the Strength card upright, the Empress card in reverse, clarified by the Five of Cups. You have the World card in reverse, the Two of Swords in reverse as a clarifier, the King of Pentacles in reverse, and the Queen of Wands in reverse, as well as your clarifier for the King of Pentacles. So automatically I'm getting from my power force, there's a need to believe in your dreams. Coming back into this energy, wow. So yeah, like with all these cards being in reverse, and especially the major arcana, you guys have the Empress and the World card here. So there's a sense, as well as the Strength card, so there's a sense that you guys have to have more faith in your dreams and abilities. There's whoa, there's so much unlocked potential with my power fours, I feel, but there's this energy of feeling as if you have to wait for a specific moment or a specific time frame, like waiting for the right time for everything to fall into place to make sense. And I'm really getting a call to say that everything that you need is at your disposal right now for my power fours. There's a sense that you need to be in a certain place or around certain people in order to be victorious, or that might be the case that people may cultivate your dreams and may water the way you view your dreams and your goals. That doesn't mean that you have to continuously wait until the timing is right for my power fours. Timing is infinite. Timing is the way that we perceive it. So if you perceive yourself as not having enough time or wanting to wait for the right time, you end up not doing anything at all. And I feel like there's a sense of stagnancy as well, with the Queen of Wands energy in reverse. There's this sense of impatience, like, I feel like that's one of your blockages, having a sense that, you should be at a certain point in your life right now, or that you shouldn't be where you are right now, you should be somewhere better. There's just a sense of wanting to be somewhere better, or wanting to, again, right place at the right time, feeling as if your circumstances don't match up with your dreams and where you want to go in life. There's a lot of, especially with the Strength card here, which makes so much sense. It's like having the strength that you are where you need to be, and that you will continue to have the strength to go where you need to go for my power fours. I feel like that's something very important that Spirit is wanting to come through and say that it's very important for you guys to have a sense of stability over your own mind. I feel like that's like one of your biggest hurdles as well. Your biggest blockages is the way that you view how life should be. I feel like, especially for you guys being my dreamers pile, my travelers pile, you guys always want to go on the go, always on the move, especially with this Six of Swords upright, which makes so much more sense now. With this Two of Pentacles as your clarifier and the Six of Wands, you guys are wanting to be victorious in anywhere that you go, and you feel that in order to be victorious, you have to be somewhere else, or there's always this decision making that you guys have to make, whether you want to stay in one place or go somewhere else. I feel like also this is saying that you guys have to make a decision about, how you want to go to the next level, whether you stay where you are or you have the strength and the courage to go somewhere else. Because as I was saying earlier, you guys are wanting to be at a certain place, or you feel drawn to or called to go to a certain place. And I feel like that's also a message that's coming through as well, that there's going to be a time where you have to figure out where you stand when it comes to your own abilities, power four. Whether you choose to pursue that or not is truly up to you. We all have the power of free will, so it's completely up to you guys whether you choose to cultivate this light worker ability and allow yourself to dream and to pursue your dreams in any way that might mean, whether that's moving or maybe moving in a different area, moving in a different state or a different country. It's just a lot around how you guys view your dreams as well. I'm getting that also one of your blockages is that your dreams may not arrive on time. Like, there's a certain, there's all about timing. I'm feeling with my power force. Like, there's all, you want everything to happen the way that you envision it, because again, a dreamer is a visionary. The way we view our lives, the way we view that we should be at a certain point in our lives, and that we should allow ourselves to continuously dream and be imaginative and have these wonderful thoughts and views about life. We also have to be very practical in the way that we choose to go about those plans for my power 4. So you guys again can let your imagination take the best of you, and not really have a plan into which how you execute it. And I feel like that's in specific for my rational thought number 11s. I know my thought number 22s, you guys have a sense of stability when it comes to those types of things, but I feel like this message was in particular for my rational thought number 11s. Really to have a sense of stability in the way that you view your dreams and values, and the way that you choose to pursue those things as well. And with the King of Pentacles in reverse, as well as the Queen of Wands as your clarifier in reverse, there's just a lot of uncertainty I feel with this pile as well. A lot of uncertainty of where your dreams may take you, or whether you are, like following your intuition, your gut, because you guys are all about intuition. It's like you don't want to make the wrong choice and end up being somewhere that you don't want to be. I feel like that's also one of your blockages as well. You guys are highly intuitive, but I feel that if you were to add logic to your dreams, you in a sense devalue your intuition, and you become more logical in the way that you can approach your dreams instead of intuitive. So there's a lot of questioning yourself, a lot of back and forth, and it's just a lot of, it's creating even more of a blockage. And definitely it's not something that is, not an easy hurdle to get over, because I feel like you guys have the inner strength and ability to do that, which is why the strength card is here. You guys have the strength, you possess the strength within yourself to see beyond logic when it comes to your dreams and how you pursue them. With the World card here being in reverse, clarified by the Two of Swords in reverse, you are allowed to make your own decisions. You're not as stuck as you think you are, Pal 4. There's a lot that's meant to be explored, and it's up to you guys whether you want to explore that part of yourselves, or to allow fear to take hold. But it's all in the way that you view it as well. And with this Five of Cups as your clarifier for the Empress in reverse, there's a lot of past energy as well. Things may not have worked out in the past, so why they should now. Like, that's also why I'm getting this sense of hesitancy and also one of your major blockages is going back to the past, referencing the past as a way of means to make sense for your future and your dreams. And Spirit is wanting to definitely come through and say your past does not define your present or your future, only if you allow it to. So really be mindful of how you choose to think about your past as well, Power 4, to see your past as either something that you have gained more out of in the present, or something that you've lost more into the future. I honestly, that made sense in my mind, but I don't know if it made sense. Okay, but it made sense to me, so I feel like it will make sense to you guys. But yeah, hopefully that did make sense. But very much the way that you guys choose to view your past will very much lead the lives that you guys are wanting to in your present as well as your future. So, and it goes back to this strength card. I keep looking at it. There's a lot of strength that is being required to not look back into your past as a means of reference to how your present and your future can go. So that's also one of your major blockages as well for my Power 4s. So yeah, wow, that's all I'm really seeing for you guys for my Power 4s. I'm actually going to get advice from Spirit about how you can unblock these blockages. I'm actually going to use the Lantern Oracle deck that I have, and we'll see what come up for you guys. Okay, you guys, so the advice from Spirit, you guys have accountability number 19. Responsibility is a gift of love to yourself and others. I'm actually being called to read this from the book, so give me 1 second to find it. Let's see. We'll come up for you guys for accountability. Okay, so it says, when we take responsibility for our choices, we gain integrity and the right relationships with ourselves. Ultimately, our decisions are conscious ones made with consideration for the likely consequences to all involved. However, this is not always the case. In life, we learn as we go. As we become aware of a more beneficial way to handle ourselves, others, and life, we do so accordingly. We maximize our chances of this when we remain open to addressing any damage or ill feelings that arise toward ourselves and others. When we can accept constructive feedback and are open to alternative points of view on our behavior, opinions, understandings, and choices, we become enriched, more aware, and better equipped to deal gracefully with whatever life confronts us with going forward. Being approachable and okay with being called out on our less than finest moments results in bridges between being built instead of walls. The refusal to acknowledge our flaws and imperfections that show up in moments of poor discernment and behavior thwarts our growth and inner harmony. The work required to address our shortcomings can trigger challenging feelings of failure, insecurity, denial, anger, resentment, fear, self-loathing, and shame. Wow. There's actually more to it than that, but I was really feeling called to stop right there, so I will. So yeah, with this accountability card, it's pretty much self-explanatory that Spirit is asking you guys to take accountability for your actions thus far. To remind yourself that you, again, as I was saying earlier, you guys have your own free will to make the decisions that you guys make in your life. And as much as people may have an opinion on how you choose to live your life, that does not mean that you guys have to take it into consideration for my power force. You are responsible for your own actions and choices. And it's to hold yourself accountable to those actions and choices. Spirit's saying you're allowing yourself to gain more insight, more wisdom, and not to allow yourself to see something out of shame or guilt or displeasure. I feel that you guys are very hard on yourselves if you make the wrong choices, the wrong decisions. So it's allow yourself to take accountability for those decisions that you felt you could have made better ones. I'm really getting a sense to say, when we know better, we do better. So in a way, the more you guys learn, the more you use that in order to cultivate your spiritual gifts and abilities. The more you allow yourself to realize that, that your dreams, they may not be an easy road to get there, but they're definitely worth it. You may make mistakes along the way, but that does not define who you are as a person. Is really something that Spirit is wanting to come through and say. Your mistakes do not define you. Your mistakes don't defer the major plan, the plan that was meant to be laid out for you. No matter how many mistakes you may make, the plan is still there. So don't be afraid to make mistakes as well. From my power forward, is something you need to hear. That mistakes are inevitable is something that we as all human beings experience at one point or another in our lives. So it's not to hold yourself so much accountable for these mistakes that you end up self-sabotaging who you can be, as well as who you're meant to become. There's a lot of a sense of a legacy building with this group as well. So really taking accountability for your actions, you're really showing others how to take accountability for their own actions as well. It's like a gazebo effect or a ripple effect. It's this sense that the more I'm able to exude those qualities in myself that I want to see in other people, the more people will follow. So really take the time out to be a leader in that sense, that you hold yourself accountable for all the decisions that you have made thus far. For my power force, it's very important to see every decision and every mistake as a learning experience and opportunity, rather than a way to self-sabotage yourself, or ridicule yourself, or to make yourself feel any way less than you should. It's very important that you guys don't pick yourself apart to the point where you don't allow yourself to pursue your dreams, or you allow yourself to stay in this energy of feeling as if life happens to you, and in a sense not really taking accountability for your choices and actions leading up to the life that you feel like you shouldn't be living, or a life that you feel like is unfulfilling in some sort of way. So really take accountability for your actions, and the more you're responsible you are of your choices, the more you can be able to live a rich, full, fulfilling life, and really have a sense of hold over your spiritual gifts and abilities. So Spirit is really wanting to come through and say that for you guys, for my power force. And with that, I will end your reading here. I will actually show your reading towards the end of the reading, so you guys will be able to see what cards that I've seen and things like that. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I really hope you enjoyed this because it was like one of my favorite videos I've made so far on this channel. So it's really exciting to see what you guys think about how how much you love this video, or how much this video, like, really might have changed something or made you think something differently or something like that. However you may feel about it, it's cool. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, have a great day, evening, night, whenever time you're watching this, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye.